This is kind of in our heads right now just because my daughter's going. She had to go have her teeth checked after a check at school, and it's kind of all went from that. But I think in general, dentists in Japan are really kind of cool. They're not nearly as expensive as they are in the States, and that's partially because the national healthcare system kind of includes dentist visits in their whole coverage plan. So it's not like in the States where you have to have separate kind of insurance to cover going to the dentist. I'm always surprised when I go because I'm like paying only like $2 or $3. I'm serious, $2 or $3 for a visit sometimes. I went last week with my daughter to have her put some fluoride treatment on her teeth, and that was $10 just for going there for that. And I had my teeth checked and cleaned, and that was $15 about. So really an inexpensive visit. They do break things up. If you have a cavity that's really big deal and you need to do drilling and fix it all up right, they can spread that out between like 3 or 4 visits sometimes if it's like a root canal or something. You know, whereas in the States we just do it in one visit, get it done with. And you can go to places where they do it all at once, but those are more expensive, and they usually recommend or suggest that you spend the night in their little luxury suite. So those are obviously much more expensive. But just for general kind of teeth, you know, dental care and stuff like that, it's a really inexpensive place to do things. Now, if you do anything that's cosmetic, anything that is, you know, getting braces, doing those kinds of things, you're looking at prices that are balanced out about the same as they are in the States. But in terms of just general, you know, dental care and all that, that's really inexpensive. My daughter goes to school, and every year they'll have a dentist who'll come in and check the kids' teeth, and they mark up on a paper where they think there might be problems. And then as a parent, you're required then to take your child to your dentist to have your dentist make sure everything's taken care of. And then they have to put their little hunk or ink on their little name stamp. They have to put that on to say that they've checked the teeth, and then you have to return the form to school. So over summer vacation we had one from school, and my daughter they noticed maybe she had a cavity, so we had to get that checked out. And then when I was at the dentist and they checked on that, they recommended that maybe she get sealant put on her teeth, on her molars, to protect against any future cavities. She has really kind of weak teeth and has been having a lot of problems with lots of cavities. So I grew up never having a single cavity, so it was kind of like a trauma trying to deal with her and watching her suffer so much with such terrible dental problems. But, you know, we religiously brush our teeth and floss and stuff too. She's just got some bad teeth, I guess. So, but I think hopefully her adult teeth will come in and they'll be strong and she'll be okay. But it's kind of funny here the way people think about teeth, because especially for kids, the mentality for children is just let them do whatever they want, who cares, let them have fun. Later when you become an adult, life sucks and you just don't want to ruin that for them right now. So a lot of people, you'll see them, they have terribly corroded teeth as children. I've seen some kids, they actually had holes that went straight through their front teeth because they had a cavity that was there, and they just, you know, it's a baby tooth, it's going to fall out anyway, so don't bother tormenting your child by making him go to the dentist, is a lot of people's thinking. Unless it's really extreme and it's threatening in terms of disease, a lot of people choose not to do anything, which I always thought was just really surprising. So later you might see some people nowadays who maybe get braces to make their teeth straight, but there's not that many people who do that. So there are a few people who maybe don't have perfect smiles. I think we're so used in the States to seeing people with like kind of grossly perfect smiles. I'm not really a big fan of all the super whitening products that are out there right now, because some people's smiles look a little ridiculous. So they're a little too shiny and bright. So I think, you know, it's always a question of what really warrants a good smile. But I hope to, you know, because my husband always joked that if we had boys, who cares, we don't need to get them braces, they'll be fine. But since we have 2 girls, he's like, well, I guess I kind of maybe should do something, because their smile will mean more for them, which I think a nice smile is good on a guy too, but you know, that's kind of his thinking. So, but I'd be curious what things are like in your country and what you might have experienced as a child. I think everything is changing. There's, you know, the braces have really developed more where there's the hidden type or the ones that go behind your teeth, so you don't even know people have them anymore. You know, when my mom was a little kid, she had these horrendous headgear and, oh, poor thing, terrible, just embarrassing stuff that you had to go through. But definitely with the latest advancements, you know, things have gotten so much better to make it a little easier and faster and hopefully less painful to fix your teeth. So